Okay, I decided to come down into the basement. Late last evening, the landlord showed up, the homeowner, Nouraldin Taefi, and one person, his uncle. So it was just him and his older uncle, I'd say is probably over 60 years old. And I just asked his uncle, who came back today by himself, if he's a licensed mold remediation professional. And he said no, but then when I asked him more questions, he said he doesn't speak English very well. But I wanted to come down here after the landlord sent me all kinds of messages saying he's taking care of all the mold. You can still see it's still a mess down here. He didn't, there's still all kinds of mold. The mold was not taken care of. I mean, there's still mold all over this paneling here. He left a bucket. The floor is still covered. I had these floors when I first moved in. The floors were black like they're black now. And I have the proof. I took pictures. I scrubbed these floors for several days. It took me scrubbing these floors until they were white, which is this tile here. The floors at one time, get the flash on, were white. This has got so much mold on the floors. Now, he just sent me all kinds of text messages. This is the first I've come down today since he was here yesterday, last night, and said he took care of all the mold. And it smelled great. He told me he smelled mold killer and cleaner, and I could smell it upstairs. It smelled great. Little did I know that when I come back down here, the floors are still covered in black mold. The walls are still covered in black mold. I mean, this has not been done by when I had to have this done at my home that I own, mold remediation by Roto-Rooter. It cost me $4,000 I paid. This is not professionally done by someone licensed in mold removal. There's still mold all over the place in this. No wonder everybody's sick every single day. No wonder I'm throwing up bright yellow every single day and not just bright yellow and throwing up everything. No wonder I have such severe back pain, lower back pain. No wonder I have severe pain under my rib cage. This has been going on for over 3 years now. And every time he comes and says, "Oh, I sprayed some cleaner, it's all taken care of," but look at all the black mold. I mean, this is disgusting. I'm so tired of this. I took much better care when I scrubbed this entire floor down to the white. It used to be white. Now it's just disgusting. The mold is, his idea of removing mold is doing demolition and then just leaving it so that it grows back. And you can see it's growing back. It's growing back on the wood. Even on this upper area, that's mold that's growing back. That's all black mold, toxic black mold. Because he never had it removed right in the first place. So today I finally made a phone call to the New York State Medical Health Department, the New York State Health Department, and I left a message. Let's see, hopefully they'll return my call because I stated the importance of the matter and that the homeowner has people here, one person who is not a licensed mold remediator, supposedly removing mold, but obviously they have not. So I have all these text messages from him yesterday saying how, oh, he did, everything's cleaned up, everything's all better, the mold's all been removed. All these text messages just to come down here today. Now he did this last night, just to come down here today and see all of this. So he likes to look good in text messages, probably for court, so he can say, oh, here, I sent him all these text messages and he said thank you and he appreciates it. I said thank you and I appreciate it until I come down today and see it was not removed. You can even hear the whistling in my breathing. My lungs are even messed up from this stuff. And this is with a mask on. So he obviously has not taken care of any of this black mold, even though he lied in his text messages. And I told him in text message many times, please, I even said, I beg you, please have a licensed professional mold remediator come and remove all the black mold down here. You have a 74-year-old tenant who's a disabled veteran living on oxygen, and he thinks this is a joke. He thinks this is a joke. This is disgusting. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, all this mold everywhere. This is so bad here that the 2x4 is rotted right through. There's nothing even attaching these. It's so bad. There's nothing attaching these to the ground. It's rotted so bad. From the moisture. This is disgusting. And then he just duct tapes. This is something he replaced yesterday, and he just leaves that and duct tapes it up. But I'm concerned about all this severe black mold. And why is everybody getting so sick that lives here? I mean, it's just to the point that it's unacceptable. It is absolutely unacceptable. He's been told multiple times that it's affecting everybody's health in here, and he just doesn't seem to care. And then I just found out today from the next door neighbor, who's the appliance shop owner, stated that my landlord told him that all I do is complain. So here he is, and he's showing the next door neighbor, the appliance shop owner, my text messages as well. So, and the appliance shop owner actually said he doesn't blame me for being upset about all the black mold in this property. He said the appliance shop owner next door stated that this property has always been extremely wet. He said the water would get in the basement up to your knees. So I don't know how he knows this, but the appliance shop owner next door completely agreed with me, but he told me that the homeowner, Nouraldin Taefi, showed him all my text messages to him and said that I do nothing but complain. Well, if his children had to deal with this black mold, or if Nori's family had to deal with this black mold, I think he'd be very upset as well. I think he would complain as well if his children had to breathe this in every day. This is disgusting.